Hello, we are here at the Out of the Mud Studios here in downtown Flint, and this is Lessons with Larry, episode 67, with Stephanie Winfrey, Money Mike, special guest host Juice the Truth, and your main host, Larry Lott. And here's Larry.
Hey. Good evening, good evening. How y'all doing? First of all, I'd like to say hello to my distinguished guests, starting with the women first. So I'm gonna start to the right with Miss Stephanie Winfrey. How you doing today, Stephanie?
I'm doing good.
Okay,
I'm glad to be here. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well. Thank you for asking.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
next I ask Miss Juice the Truth. How you doing today?
I'm good.
Okay.
Doing good.
Yes, man. That's a beautiful thing. And
Mhm.
brother Mike. Okay, got Money Mike right here to to my left. You're right. Yeah, you bless. Okay. Yeah. That's a beautiful thing. Beautiful way to be. Today we're gonna talk about good qualities versus deal breakers. You
Mm.
know, good qualities versus deal breakers. What is a deal breaker, and what would one consider a good quality? Who would like to take take the helm and start it out?
Well, I think everybody has their different deal breakers and what they believe are good qualities. Not everybody believe the same qualities are good in certain people. So I think it's different for everybody.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What you think, Mike?
You go ahead.
Okay.
Ladies first.
Well, it could be a lot of deal breakers. And I agree with Juice. I think it could be ultimately an individual thing. What my deal breaker might be may not be her deal breaker, or it might not be Mike's deal breaker. But I think for me, and lying is on the top list, and disrespect,
Mm, okay.
being disrespectful. Just sometimes I think talking to a woman should be a gentle thing. I think it's supposed to be an expression of love, but when it comes out kind of rough and or you saying things that may be kind of disrespectful, I no,
That's your deal breaker.
that's a deal breaker. I mean,
Hmm.
that's an ultimate deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
Just in
Knowing how to
conversation.
communicate.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Communication.
That's a lost art.
It
A
is.
lot of people don't know how to communicate. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people. I've seen a lot of people use their trinkets, I call it, or possessions to communicate.
Texting.
No. I'm talking about like an outfit or a
Oh,
chain or a watch or a car. That's
oh
their way of
God. That is
communicating.
a turn off for
But
me.
no, but that's the way a lot of people communicate these days. They figure I can let my possessions speak
Yeah.
for me. If you want to ask, am I successful? Look at what I'm driving. I'm gonna give you that impression.
I,
If you want to,
that's crazy.
I'm
I met a guy. I met a guy. He about 63, not too long ago, maybe about a year ago, and driving a nice Cadillac, and that's all he talked about. But he was 5'2" and thought he was the finest thing and was the woman's man, and all he focused on was that Cadillac. He
okay.
had a 2025, it was the material thing. It just really just threw me off. I was done. I don't want to talk no more.
Now, I
Before,
understand that part, but where did the 5'2" come into play?
right, but
Where, where did the 5'2" come into play? I understood everything except for the 5
Five
foot
foot
two.
two, and
Now,
because
what
he
was
thought
up
he
with
was
that?
6 foot. He thought he was 6 foot with
Oh,
that
okay,
Cadillac
okay.
because he almost
It
needed a
made him
step
feel
ladder to
made
get
him
in it.
feel 6 foot.
made him
That's what
feel
it
Yeah.
tall.
was.
Well,
Yeah.
because you have a lot of women this moved and motivated by what they
Hmm.
see. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Not. And it
Mm-mm.
used to be women used to be motivated, and it used to be if you know how to rap or you know how to talk to them.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And not so much as talking in a feminine way, but you can be masculine with your voice or whatever. Not you
Mm-hmm.
hollering at them or nothing, but they can just hear the bass reverberating in your voice, or the raspiness or whatnot, and what have you.
And that would be sexy.
You know, right. And some will find that
Yeah.
attractive, and then they want to hear more of what you got to say. And then if you got some real conversation to put on top of their voice, then and I've seen that work better than Cadillacs.
Yeah, pop locking back in our day when they was.
You talking about somebody dancing out, yeah.
See, that's basically when you was talking about that Luther Vandross day, when Luther was, talking to, what I'm saying? That's that rap. When younger people that don't know what rap, we're not talking about the rap.
Not the
rap
rhyming
music,
rap.
but
No.
we just talking about rap was called where your conversation was coming from.
Yeah.
And females was very stimulated by some good conversation.
Teddy
and what
Pendergrass.
came out your
Turn
mouth.
off the lights.
Yeah, Teddy.
The Whispers.
Luther, the Whispers.
In between the sheets.
All that. Yeah, the Isley brothers.
Yeah, Isley brothers.
That was rapping.
Yeah.
That was our rapping.
They rapped from
in the
generation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really didn't look at that as so much as disrespectful back then.
What?
The music. I thought it was.
No, the music was very respectful.
It was
matter of fact,
liking.
the music would set the tone.
And even though it'd be like a sexual content in between the sheets,
but they wouldn't.
But
hold up. But even so, they would give like sexual innuendos.
Right.
Now these days, it's straight.
It's
I ain't gonna go over there. But yeah, what? You come back, what?
Now.
Yeah.
Bust that thing open.
Yeah, all that old type of stuff. You know what I mean?
And the killing thing is that the young ladies accept that type of conversation.
If a person come with some real conversation, he might be viewed these days as a lame.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you're lame. You
yeah.
Because women like these days don't want to hear that. They want to hear the very surface level conversation.
You better have my.
And I try to teach my about having respect for themselves as women, ladies turning into women. Mm-hmm. Have respect for yourself on how you want to be looked at.
And one thing my mother always told me, she said, "Don't never do nothing you don't want remembered." Mm. She told me that for real. She told me, "Don't never do nothing you don't want remembered." You know what I mean? And I find it difficult to respect somebody that ain't respecting themselves.
Ooh. And that was one of my things. My mother used to always say, whatever you do in life, respect yourself, because if you
taught that.
They're not gonna respect you.
Yeah, they taught that.
They treat you how you walk around here with a skirt half up your butt. They gonna treat you like your skirt's half up your butt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you mad, because he talking to me like this, and all he want is my
Well, that's just like though the men though. You got the men, the brothers, whatever you want to call it. They come out, see a lady, and you coming off like you Big Willie. You spinning, you this and that. And don't get offended when she holds you to that. Now, when you find out that your role ain't as long as you thought it was, and then she doing something different.
Going to the next
now she this or she that. No. So, let's just keep this game,
little Billy.
right up in here.
You little Billy.
You can't knock her. You can't knock her for that. You can't down her for that.
Right.
So that's both ways, but the good qualities and the bad qualities in men and women. But when y'all said them good qualities you were speaking on, share what you consider good qualities.
Somebody who is a good communicator, somebody who knows how to communicate, who knows the importance of learning how to communicate, because you can't communicate with everybody the same way. Mm-hmm. So the way that you communicate with your homeboys, you can't communicate with your woman in that same manner. The way that you communicate with your kids, you can't communicate with your man in that same manner. Absolutely. So just learning how to communicate, I think that's a big quality.
And for me, as a man, I would say, communicate with me like you communicate with your boss. Mm-hmm. Show me the same respect that you're gonna show your boss.
Yeah, respect.
You know what I mean? Now, that's the whole thing. Because what I found in a lot of cases, a lot of people do not respect themselves, and they don't respect other people. Mm-hmm. So even when you come into them with respect, they're not gonna respect your respect. You know what I mean? Because that ain't what they looking for. Mm-hmm. And I remember my father telling me, he say, the same thing it take to get a woman, the same thing it take to keep her. So, and he went on further to say, he say, and I was young, so I was trying to understand what he was saying. But he was like, yeah, if you use your bankroll, when the bankroll gone, she gonna be gone. If you use your conversation, and that's what attracted her, that's what made her smile, that's what made her laugh. Then, as long as you got that conversation, you good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And my mother used to always say, "Don't start nothing you can't finish."
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
If you're gonna start something great, let it be great. If you're gonna start out cooking, you better stay cooking.
Right. But tell me them good qualities that you feel is good qualities.
Right.
What I feel is, I think,
what's
I
your-
think chivalry.
It's dead. Chivalry's dead.
And that's the problem. We don't. Women today don't get enough of that.
I want y'all to break down what chivalry is. Make sure everybody understand what chivalry is.
Why he always want to go to the dictionary with
Well,
me?
chivalry. I mean, for me, it's like you may open the door. It's being very considerate.
Yes.
Chivalry consists of being considerate.
Yeah.
To put it in layman's terms,
And we need
because
that.
like. But here's the thing. Okay, watch this. Now, being considerate. Okay. Now this something because I like to I like to use this and I like to say. Now, if you're a woman and you live with your man or you live with your husband, significant other, whatever, you in a relationship.
Right.
If he put the toilet seat down for you, hold on, no, yeah, when he finished using the restroom, if he put the toilet seat down for you, so you can sit down, so when you come in, you ain't got to worry, you can close your eyes and sit down. Now, when you get up, do you lift the seat up for him?
No.
Never. See what I'm saying?
Because you know why?
Why?
Because we have to sit down on the toilet. Y'all can slide in and throw it down and you good. We have to lift it up, put it down.
We defecate too. Don't we sit down too?
Pull our pants all the way down to our knees and then sit down.
Where you think our pants go?
We have too much to do. Some of y'all don't even pull your pants off. Y'all just open up your zipper and you good. But
you ain't even lift the seat up.
But that's just a flip.
Oh, this is just a flip when we lay it down for y'all too, ain't it? See, that's considerate. That's being considerate.
In particular, I don't know about that. That is nothing I ever even thought about.
See
leaving the seat up.
But then if your man don't leave the seat down for you, then you be like, hold up, why you ain't?
I'm gonna have to say that's just nothing I ever tripped about. A man leaving his seat.
But you have some men that do.
Yeah.
No, men don't trip about that because we not used
to say something about it. But
they said you left the seat down.
Yeah. I put the seat down for you. How come you didn't leave the seat up for me? I'm thinking
well, once you finish using the restroom, you know.
I think just being considerate. Period. Sometimes you're not gonna do everything 100%.
Right.
But just being intentional with being considerate.
That part, right there.
I'm gonna do this because they like this.
Exactly.
That's a good quality.
Yeah.
For intentionally being considerate. That's one good
if
quality.
That's something that they require, and if they
required. That's consideration. We don't require. We can do it ourselves.
No, because all men don't require that. That's why I said that. All men don't require that. They don't.
But hold up. But he didn't require because he never received it. Until you received it, then you may not. You may require. So when you've been with a woman that actually lift it up for you, you be like, oh, okay, that's what's happening.
That my mama always told me, don't start something that you ain't got to finish.
So it'd be hard for you.
I ain't gonna start.
Oh my goodness! See, that's why.
No, but it's cool though.
We trying to line get you together.
If he like it like that,
no, it ain't about him. No. It's not. That's like saying, oh, if a woman like the toilet seat down, then I'll let it down. But if she don't tell me she like it, then I'm not gonna put it down. No, that's just pure consideration.
It's not a normal thing.
That's pure consideration.
I wasn't raised up like that.
But you had to raise yourself. Once they raise you so far, it's up to you to pick up. Well, if it was men in your family, men in the house, right?
Yeah, it was men in the house. It was 3 of them, and we wasn't required to keep the seat up.
It's not a required. It's about being considerate.
We wasn't taught that. Mm-hmm. We just wasn't.
Well, now that it's been brought to your attention, what you gonna do, buddy?
I'll do it if they want me to.
Oh, now they gotta tell you. Oh, yeah. Hey, make sure you let that seat down. Make sure you pull that seat up when you get done. No.
Like doing something as simple as when your man getting his work clothes out for him.
Yeah.
Saying or asking
and have his bath water ran. Cook.
That sound good. Yeah. That's about a good 90-day run. After that, after that 90 days up, it's over.
Well, I don't feel like it has to be like a repetitive thing. because
thank
it's
you.
not like a requirement. Like you said, it's not a requirement, but to do it because you know that they would like it or that they would prefer it. So I
It
don't
just, but
say,
it says a lot about you as a
yeah.
person. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like,
Mhm.
man, this person, even though it's so small. Because
But we
I
don't
remember
think
back in the
about
day
that.
when I was younger, right? I you know, and I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna get on this thing talking about I was no ladies man or nothing, but I might have been. One
Okay.
might have considered me that.
Mhm.
But I had been, you know, dating women up north.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually went to the South, took a trip down to Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
and it was on some business, music business stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I wound up meeting a lady,
Mm-hmm.
a real lady.
Mm-hmm.
And I spent I met her probably like 3 days before I was to come back up here, and I wound up staying down there an extra week.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
But when I left Atlanta, I had an attitude because I said, man, them people up here been cheating me
Yeah, they
Mhm.
different.
because I really got a chance to see
They
what
different.
consider what you know what when a person really going out their way to be
Mhm.
considerate. You can't deny that.
Yeah.
They different.
And when you receive that,
Mhm.
it's such a good feeling because it makes you want to go out your way to
do
show
the
her that
same
hold
thing.
on, I can reciprocate this
Mhm.
because I can deal with this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Ooh.
times people find themselves in relationships and it's like y'all competing against each other
Yeah.
as opposed to competing the right way.
Yeah.
And when I say the right way, I'm talking about okay, well, dang, if she was creative and she did that, and I never thought of that because I never had nobody do that for me.
Mhm.
Now, what can I be creative and try to do something that she ain't never experienced or she may have not
Yeah.
experienced before? You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? And that put a whole different twist on the relations.
And you are absolutely right. Them Southern people are totally different. I met my husband in Atlanta. And when I met him, mind you, I had been in Flint all my life. I had never dated a Southern man. Totally different. I mean, it just get up every morning, 5:30, have my tea ready. He go walk and come back, fix my breakfast. We do not eat separately. He wait. If I'm busy, he say, "Well, go and do what you got to do, cause we gonna eat together at the table.
Mhm.
Ain't no you eating in there and I'm eating in here. We sitting at the table." And this was him the whole time. I've known him for about 10 years, and he never changed the beat. But them Southern men, they were always. Not, it was just totally different than Northern men.
I think it has a lot to do with how you grew up too, what you were taught.
Yep,
Yeah.
and the teaching.
Mhm.
Well, I actually seen I was in the South. This time I was in what was Mississippi.
Mhm.
And I was down there for a minute. And I actually seen how they talk to their women.
Mm-hmm.
This was in the 90s. And I'm like, that would never fly up there.
Oh wow.
Never. You wouldn't
In
have no.
Mississippi?
I'm talking they talk what?
What?
It was so disrespectful and reckless to they, you know what I'm saying? For real. I'm serious. You know, I'm like, man, they for real. I didn't even have the gall to talk to no woman like that. You know, for real.
Oh
You
God.
know.
Well, you gotta look at too. You know, when you mentioned '90s, you know, which was another topic on this social media and
Mhm.
different things. A lot of this, like I said, come from that. You know, when this is the end thing, you got to look at right now. I'm still telling women right now, hey, don't call each other bitches.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So you
Ain't that
know,
crazy?
a lot
I
of
used to
this
be on
stuff
that
is
in the
where
90s.
they done
Straight up.
fell off the teachers. You know,
Yeah.
because if you go back, shout out to him, rest in heaven, Frankie Beverly. He
Yeah.
made a song about it back in his time, you know,
Oh, did
about Southern girl
Southern girls
he?
in.
and different things. So, you know, the South, you understand where a lot of us originated from, our people and
Mhm.
stuff, there was a different flavor of behavior and mannerism.
Mhm.
But as anything get contaminated, change and become the norm, and this is what you're getting a lot of, you know, because what you saying wouldn't fly down there, they doing that now up here.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
Mm.
know, it's just
It's
it
a different
was
time because women,
yeah.
like I was saying, the women up here wouldn't accepted that, but they accept it up here now because times change. And then it takes us to another subject. I mean, but not going off subject, but it also brings something else to light, and that's dealing with socialization, social,
Mm.
socializing, and then social media.
Yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of times they see, and these are for adults. Adults are learning how to treat each other from social media. So,
That's
and
bad.
especially in
Ain't that
relationships,
sad?
you
That's
got
sad.
people in their 20s, 30s, and 40s, and they in relationships, and they learning how to be in relationships from social media. So everything that they see on social media, they're emulating in their own relationships. That's why a lot of relationships are
Don't
not working.
last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just having a discussion with Mike. We talked about how social media is changing and transforming people, and I don't know if it's always in a good way. I think
Well, no, we
it's
know
a
we
lot
know
in
it's
a
not.
it's in a
We
bad way
looking at the
because
results.
I was
Yeah.
telling him when men now when you see social media they got these and most of it is AI. It's not even that person, but they looking pretty, they body looking nice and everything, but that's what they're looking for now. But in reality, before the social media, they was looking at the woman, the natural
Yeah.
beauty of a woman, not what was shown on AI or
Yeah.
Facebook and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That wasn't.
Yeah. Now speaking on that AI, see that's the thing. Now, first, George, you made a comment
Yes, sir.
earlier, something about if we could talk about it, it could be resolved or
Hmm.
fixed.
Well,
What was that? How did you
I
put
was
that?
speaking from the perspective like when we have certain
Discussions.
conversations, it seems like we already talking a defeated sense. We can't do nothing because we can't come together. If we can talk about it, we can change it.
Right. That's the part
Yeah,
I
it
wanted
was.
right there. And now that see that threat that he said,
Hmm.
that's like loading one of the biggest bullets up and firing it somewhere to destroy some negativity. So that AI, when it come in, what you talking about?
Yeah.
See what they're doing is they say, well, okay, we got educated people that recognize now what's taking place.
Hmm.
So since they speaking to correct it, we're gonna keep on drilling this negativity in, and they're doing it through AI.
Yeah.
You think it's a person talking, and
Yeah.
it's a created person.
Hmm.
And they're gonna keep going. Okay, since y'all doing this, we gonna keep going through this AI and keep influencing people to what it is and the way we want them to think.
And guess what?
So,
That's the way the world is going now, because was on a webinar and a webinar,
Yeah.
okay.
and
Like a
on this
Zoom call.
webinar they was teaching you how to create your AI. Like if I sell my jewelry, it don't have to be me sitting there. I can just put my picture up there and tell them what I want my picture to do and how I want it to be dressed. And that picture is going to do everything for me. And I'm not doing nothing.
But that's the trick. See, that's the trick.
Exactly.
That's the trick right there. See, when they took technology, oh, this is to help you do this,
Hmm.
help you with your business, help
Hmm.
you. That's all a
But it
camouflage.
do.
No. But it's back to what Grundy said about all money ain't good money, and all social media and different things is not good. It's a setup. It gets you to feel that it's okay for that because of your money and your business, but
It just make
overall,
people.
it's destroying the minds of a lot of people out here.
I think it's
I
designed
agree.
to make us
It's
lazy.
making people think less.
Yeah, lazy,
Mhm.
less.
That's why I
We
say
don't have to do
smartphones.
much.
Hmm.
You know,
And I said that when we started texting for communication, I said these kids are not going to know how to communicate because they're texting. They're not going to know how to express
That
their
already been a
feelings and
fact.
emotions.
Yeah.
They done
yeah.
already studied that.
Yeah, but
Right.
I had said as soon as it
Right.
first came out,
Uh-huh.
I was over it. I was like, wow.
So if I could challenge what y'all were saying about that, because I recently I've been using technology, especially AI, a lot lately.
Hmm.
From writing songs and well, I write my own songs, but producing them
Hmm.
and creating videos and all types of things that I've done. I've brought back a couple of my homeboys from the afterlife to bring messages or to just honor them and stuff like that. So in my purview of it, ultimately, if you don't correctly use it, it'll be misused and it will cause you to go down a road that you don't want to. Because if you don't direct the AI or direct the technology the way that you want it, it's going to take you somewhere that you didn't ask to go.
Absolutely. I
See,
totally
And
agree
so,
with you because you can't stop the process. It's moving forward. That's life.
but
The world is revolving into something different. And we can't stop that.
but I believe
that's
we
a
have to
slippery
stay
slope.
educated
is.
and in front of it in
Exactly.
order to be able
Right.
to control or narrate it according to us, because it's a lot of racially charged people out here that's making AI content that is negatively impacting Black communities because
Absolutely.
they get to take our stereotypes or what they consider our stereotypes and heighten those things.
Mm-hmm.
And you think it's just some kind of a Black comedian or a Black content creator, and these racially charged people that's trying to make you look bad and laugh at yourself.
And I've seen something like that too. Now that you mentioned it.
Like when you argue, like when people argue about censorship, censor things.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think they so quick to show two black people jumping on, beating down a white person, or either then they quick to show a white person beating down? But all I do is keep the racial motivation and racial intent going.
Oh,
It's still,
absolutely.
with this stuff, you need a certain maturity if you're gonna deal with it. Like you were saying, Grundy, you need a certain maturity. It ain't for everybody
Mm-mm.
because we are so easy to be influenced by things. And that's that stuff. You set it up fine for your business, but then you got a whole the set over here, looking and misinterpreting it and using it for something totally different to keep the world in the chaos that is in.
And if I could add this, so I look at internet, AI, all this stuff, any technology that you can plug in and use, that you have to take advantage of as much as possible before they unplug everything. So whatever you can get, whatever kind of economic advancement you can get in order to set up things uh that are going to be worth the long haul. You get that together. So once they unplug, whatever you didn't have plugged in can still go because you created this base using the technology, using whatever was an advancement, and you can still use whatever money and things that you got out of that for the stuff that ain't connected to the plug.
Okay, so
Cool.
yeah, that was a good valid point.
Mm-hmm.
But I want somebody to please tell me what is some good qualities. What do y'all consider good qualities in a person?
In a man, I think. Well, I'm gonna speak for a woman because I
Okay,
am a woman.
okay.
In a woman, listening is a good quality because I think a
For
lot
the
of men,
man is,
for a woman to be able to listen to a
to the man.
man,
Okay,
yeah,
okay, all right.
because I
Just for
think a
clarification.
lot of men believe that women don't listen to them when they speak. To have accountability as a woman, learning how to communicate as well. I think that's important for both women and men to learn how to communicate with each other. I think a lot of disagreements happen because people don't know how to communicate with each other. Um, those are some of my top ones. I don't know, Stephanie, some of yours.
Um, to be intentional
Hmm.
and direct and just being honest about what you want. And I think that's for a woman to a man, and that's for a man to a woman. And I think that starts at the beginning, because what are your intentions with this conversation?
Hmm.
With where are we going with this? And if we not, that's cool. Just be honest.
I'll say good. I say what I find to be good qualities, like in say a woman. I'm a teacher,
Hmm.
so a woman got to be willing to learn. Messing with me in order for me to feel like, and through learning comes bonding. You know what I mean? Because when you can actually see some things that you're teaching someone and it affects them in a positive way, that's motivation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I totally
But
agree.
but a lot of women, you find these days aren't used to being led, so they don't like to learn from. They feel
And
like they would rather learn it from someone else. Like I can say, hey, if you go up there to that corner, and make a right, you know, you'll see your destination to the right.
Hmm.
Then they be like, "You sure?" And then they go up there and make a left anyway. And then somebody down there, somebody else tell them, say, "Hey, yeah, you should have made a right back there." Then they go and make the right.
right.
So
You
you think
see,
But I
they
told you in the
need
beginning.
validation?
yeah,
Like
from
they
some,
need
yeah,
a
instead of
validation.
trusting, if you trust your judgment to be with somebody,
Yeah.
then you should trust
That's
your
that's
trust.
a
Yeah,
big one because
That's a
that's one of the
big one.
biggest one that I preach about all the time,
Me
because
too.
a lot of women choose men that they don't even trust to lead them.
Yeah.
So they don't even listen to the man. So you in a relationship with a man that you don't listen to, that you don't,
and it be reasons why we don't listen to.
But that's, I feel
see
like
the
that's
red
on a woman.
flags.
That's on a woman though. Like if you with a man that you don't trust to lead, why are you with him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Why are you with him?
Absolutely.
So if I choose to be with a man, I'm going to trust his lead. So when he say this is what we're doing and this is where we're going, I trust his lead. I trust
but sometimes we don't find out till later. I mean, sometimes that's not an immediate recognition. Do you immediately see flaws?
So. I think that can be an immediate thing, because you can see, you would know within a conversation if a man can he lead the conversation, for one. That's one.
Yeah, I mean they can,
that first conversation.
But that could be a type of a manipulation type thing.
It is possible.
Yeah,
it is possible.
Absolutely. I'm
know saying, but that won't go. It won't go too far, because that manipulate. He won't be able to keep that up.
Exactly. But then that red flag is going to pop up, because you got some grandiose manipulators out here, and in the beginning you will not even know it until that third day. Then the red flags. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, because he can't keep it up. So that's something to look forward to. I mean,
so in all fairness, it sounds like you're describing somebody that you have already been with.
Absolutely.
Okay, now we talking about the ones you ain't been with. What about them?
Well, and them too. I mean, those are out there too, just in conversations that I've had, sitting down at the bars and stuff like that, and having conversation. And in the beginning, I could tell I'm more aware now. But this came with being seasoned, right? This came with going through what I've been through. So because I'm seasoned now, when I see the flavor ain't flavoring, I know to back up off of it. But before, I wasn't fully aware of that. I wasn't groomed in that yet. So I had to go through what I went through.
Can I get my turn right now?
Go ahead.
We were speaking about good qualities. My good qualities is I want to see I want to see respect first, that we respect each other first. And then through that respect comes, the build of loyalty. But my most important thing is that we both must be team players. We gotta have that quality of being a team player. And that's mine right there.
When that comes with listening, she will have to listen and be willing to follow you to be a team player.
No. Sorry.
Or with you. I think so.
I'm speak for myself. No. I have no problem with listening to my woman. She's a team player.
Oh,
yeah. She knows without no comment interrupting. I'm just sharing that, hey, I have no problem listening to a woman in my life. She got, because I'm not messing with a dummy.
Beast.
Yes, and you should know that better than anyone.
I do.
But definitely, I listen to that woman. You understand? Because once we establish the respect and loyalty, and we team players, hey, she gonna see something I may not see. She may bring something to my attention that I don't have. So hey, that's why those qualities mean the most to me, speaking for myself.
Okay. So if you had a team player and you have a business and she have a suggestion of doing something, even though you may not agree with it, but as a team player, would you consider it or meet her halfway with it?
I mean, I don't know if you're not listening to what I just said.
I heard what you said.
But I just made that clear.
Okay.
And if it's a business, and we're going to sit down and say, babe, sit down, let's talk about this for a minute. Matter of fact, my girl here right now, babe, if we sit, no, on a serious note, I'm going to sit, and if it's something to question, I say, hey, do you mind if we take a minute and we sit and talk about this? Because I hear what you're saying, but I want to share with you what I'm worried about this, and maybe you could shed a little more light for me to consider it. Because we're going to sit down and be able to talk. Your number one thing is that communication. Definitely, So yes, I definitely would. Okay. Even a relative or a friend. Because if I consider you a friend, see, a lot of people use the words loosely. But even in my friendship, I gotta see the good qualities and the certain qualities in you to call you a friend. Or if it's a cousin, I got cousins, I love them, but we can't do too much together.
Yeah.
You know, and love them to death. But there are certain things that we have to possess to be able to get personal in conversations of telling and sharing with one another. That's something that comes naturally and build. If we don't have it with a friend or a relative now, then them the ones that ain't meant to have it with. But go ahead.
I just wanted to say, most deal breakers, to me, in my experiences, they always show up last.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Sure
the
do.
deal breakers show
That's
up
what I was
last.
saying.
You know what I mean? Because we didn't become real good at masking, or masking our, wearing certain masks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so, and when you meet somebody, if you really like that person, be it man or woman, if you like that person, then you gonna send your best representative, on the diplomatic mission to woo that person over. But then eventually, the real you gonna show up.
Man.
And it happens for men and women.
Yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where the conversation about good qualities versus deal breakers come in at. Because if you can recognize good qualities in someone, you know what I'm saying? Then you can everybody can identify the deal breakers. But you'll see more deal breakers in someone, especially after you've been with them for a while, than you will see the good qualities.
Yeah.
Because sometimes the deal breakers can overshadow the good qualities. And sometimes the good qualities can overshadow the deal breakers.
Yeah.
Was you gonna say something, George?
Hey, I just want to respond to everything y'all saying. Like, I lived in Atlanta for 6 years, and my experience from Flint to Atlanta was night and the sun. It wasn't night and day. I was on the sun when I was in Atlanta, so it completely different. My experience here in Flint, you had to have a certain status or certain job description in order to get any kind of regular recognition from women in this community. And I wasn't about that life, wasn't trying to be about that life, but most of the people that I was around, that's the life they was in, and they were reaping the rewards from those things. But when I got to Atlanta, I didn't have to do anything. I just had to be there.
Yeah.
And I had women from all cultures and everything walking up to me, grabbing my hand and like talking and just communicating, totally not different. Like fan type stuff, but like human being communication. And so that was a culture shock out of this world. Because I was only black until I moved to Atlanta. Then I became Ecuadorian and Cuban and Colombian and all other Moroccan and all that. I'm like, what in life is going on? So it was a different experience in that sense, and the quality of women that my energy was attracting was 100% beyond top tier. Yeah. So it was a very when I went down there, I wasn't in the right mind space to be there. If I was in the right mind space, I would have gotten married to one of the women that I crossed paths with. But I was a person that had been a hurt man. I had a lot of hurt energy with me, and I was like, well, if they give me opportunity, I'm taking it. But I don't trust nobody.
Right.
Well, show me somebody that don't trust nobody, and I'll show you somebody that can't be trusted.
Well, I guess I couldn't be trusted.
I mean, yeah, you probably couldn't. I mean, that's a fact. Yeah.
Not during that time.
Not right. You know what I mean?
But when we say talk about this taking a long time to see the red flags and different things, that's true in some cases. But in some cases, we just choose to overlook something for what we want. Since we want this, I'm gonna look over that, or I could change that.
No, I don't think it's so much as changing, because I don't think we can change nobody.
You really can't.
We can't change.
You can try.
Wait.
A lot of people think they can.
I would never think that.
Thank you.
They can build a bear.
I've done that.
I have
go into a situation thinking that you can change, or thinking they have the potential to be what you need them or want them to be.
Well, I don't think I don't so much as change them. I think I more so change myself for them or how they're moving. I don't too much be wanting them to change, even though it could be their movement or them that's moving wrong. I find myself changing for them.
Can I re-put out what I says to the responses we getting? I said in some cases, because it was said it takes a long time to see the red flags.
Absolutely.
And my response was saying that in some cases, not all, some cases you can see the red flags and see it ain't right, but because of what some people want, they'll push that to the side and still pursue it.
Put their blinders
And
on.
some people really do think they can change some people.
Yeah.
That's just some people, not everybody. I'm just saying that universally speaking. So that's just all of our opinions on that.
I agree. You know, it is
because it be there. You can see it, like when you say it through them conversations and different things. You can see some things. Like for instance, for me, we talked about now we switched over to deal breakers. On that, I'll be sitting back the minute you fire a cigarette up. That's it.
It's a deal breaker.
It's a deal breaker.
Fire up that cigarette.
The minute I smell a cigarette.
You know, I don't care what you looking like, how good the package.
Are you serious? So I smoke cigarettes.
Everybody's entitled, but you my cousin. So
but I'm just saying, I feel like that shouldn't be. I may not smoke in front of you, and I may not smoke in front of them, or for somebody I like and I know they don't smoke. I'm not gonna disrespect them and smoke in front of them. I wouldn't even have that smell on me, you know. But don't disregard me because of a cigarette.
Can I share? Well, I'm gonna just share this with you. That's for you and whoever's interested.
I know that. I'm talking in general. I'm talking about
smoke done.
I know. I'm not talking about you.
See ya.
I'm talking about I'm talking about in general. I just don't think that it should be.
Well, see, that's
because they might miss out on something good.
Yeah.
That is
because they know if
so
you go further,
you're
gonna be at my house. Eventually, you're gonna want to smoke. You're gonna get comfortable. You're gonna try to light a cigarette. And come on,
okay. And now listen to this. So now, if I really am attracted and this,
you'll stop smoking for them.
Yeah.
Okay, then. Well, then let that be known. Then
yeah,
put that out there.
Absolutely.
Put it out there. So but that's saying again that you willing to change. You willing to let a person come in your life and affect you in such a way to where they can have positive change.
Anyway.
That's
for the
and
that's
somebody
for the
came in your life right now. They help you stop smoking.
Absolutely.
That's
I'm done.
putting more time on you being here.
Yeah, I'm done.
Just challenging you to be better.
Yeah,
absolutely. So that I'll go for that.
If I accepted you, met you smoking, and accepted you under them, then hey, I would have to roll that out.
Yeah.
Can't sit and a person brought forth what they're about and what they do, and then all of a sudden
that's a deal. I'm gone.
No, that's wrong.
You're right.
That means you
can't deal with it.
Okay, so say for instance, they hid it from you, and you didn't even know it. You never smelled it, never seen them smoking, nothing. 5 months down the road,
there's no way that can be hid.
I think it can.
I can smell.
Yeah, I can taste it in your breath. I can taste it.
A couple days or weeks.
Yeah, I could.
You ain't feeling enough no fight. You ain't smoking then. You must don't smoke. Because anybody that smokes, see, first of all, if you smoke, because I used to smoke. I smoked for like 20-something years, about 27 years, something like that. And a lot of women, they see me light a cigarette and they be like, "You smoke?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I smoke. I smoke like a broke stove." But the thing of it is,
y'all don't smell a cigarette on me.
But listen,
I don't smell a cigarette.
But when you smoke, you can't smell it. That's the thing. When you really smoke, you can't smell that stuff, and then you get immune to it. You can't smell it, but people around you can smell it, especially in close proximity. You know,
but y'all can't. Have you? No, smell my smoke. No.
Ain't nobody been like that close to you.
Saying,
though. But I'm saying when you get into your intimate
when you
space,
are smoking,
but
when you smoking,
come on,
and you get
but when
you
you
smell their hair, you can smell.
But you should be able to smell a person's cold when they coming in. You could be, ooh, they smoke.
No, I ain't talking about like.
I smell it.
A lot of people I don't smell like
and
that.
And that's the crazy thing.
Even to today.
And the crazy thing is, I do smoke, but when I smell somebody else,
Newport shorts,
I can't stand it.
That's what I was on Newport shorts.
That is so crazy to me. I don't like smelling it.
Yeah.
I don't like going to smoky places.
I don't like smelling it either.
And that's so crazy.
Then I'll tell you another one. If I like you, and we kicking a little bit. So if you a woman that gotta close the club,
that's a deal breaker.
But
You always up in the
Close
club.
the
Or you
club.
the
Oh,
secret,
yeah.
Oh,
secret
you
security
always
at the
there.
club. You always up
Yeah.
in that joint.
You gotta
Yeah.
close it.
And ain't got
I
no
feel it.
ownership.
But
No,
you know
open
what?
it
Some
and close it.
men don't care. Like I know somebody who just got engaged, and I know for sure that lady be in the club every weekend.
Oh Lord.
Yeah,
Wow.
Every
but is
weekend.
she closing it?
It don't
I
matter.
don't
She
know.
So
shouldn't
that's
even
what
be
I'm
in
there
saying.
there.
For
every
me,
weekend. I
the
don't know.
closing it. If I met you and you hang out there, that's part. Hey, I can't change that.
Mhm.
That's what I accept. But when I look and see that you closing it,
But
that's
that
a problem.
I
I
don't
couldn't
like that
accept
either.
it. I couldn't accept
I
that.
stopped talking to a guy because of that.
Yeah,
Which
absolutely.
one?
I couldn't accept
Because
that.
he was closing the club.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
he's at the club.
See,
And it was one day I think I woke up at like 3, 4 in the morning and I hop on social media and see that he was still in the club. I was like, oh yeah, no.
Done finish him.
That's the
Like, nah,
rap.
that was it.
What about just going all the time, like every weekend?
Nah.
That's a done deal. I don't want no man, my man at the club every weekend. No, I mean, because what is you looking? What is you doing? Are you playing pool? You playing spades? I mean, are you looking at the BBLs? Y'all know I had to throw that in there.
Yeah.
You know how y'all know.
Stephanie, she on the waiting list right now.
You got
Still on the. She's
you
still
know I
talking
had to
about
throw
that
in the
thing.
BBLs.
Yeah. Dr. Bombay, she on her way.
So one of y'all said earlier that it was advice given to a woman that if y'all haven't stated that y'all in a relationship, then don't assume that you are. It was something to that effect.
Oh yeah,
I think that's true.
that was the young lady, the news
yeah.
lady.
We talked about
okay.
that.
Shit.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
what is y'all thoughts on that? Because I had a relationship where we hadn't changed it, but she changed it in her head, and I'm like, we never
Most
had that
women do.
conversation.
Yeah, if you we had sex, we go together.
I think
That
for
I hear that
men,
all
they
the
just
time.
they just need to be clear with the woman when it comes to that,
Mhm.
because men, I think, need to go in it knowing that this is what women do. So I think most women do that.
Mm-hmm.
Most women, once they start being
Give you their
romantic
body.
with a
That's
man, they
yeah.
immediately feel
They
like,
feel it changed.
yeah, they
The
feel like
status
they,
changed.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or some men, let's
And
not
he
just go
putting
with
it
that.
down
You got
on
Some
you.
crazy
men
men like
Yeah.
that feel like that you
That's
give a little
true.
attention to,
Yeah.
and then they like,
That's yours. That's
what
mine.
all of a sudden,
That
what you
there.
talking to me
And then
for?
yeah,
He's your cousin.
What are you in your face for?
yeah, and then your phone ringing. Who you talking to? Well, call me when you get home, and you doing okay. Well, we having
Yeah.
sex, and you keeping and you got a tracker on me. Hell yeah, we go together. Yeah, we go together. Especially you put a tracker on me. You put a tracker on me.
Yeah, that's
We
a little
damn near
different.
married at this point. Because you got guys to do
So,
that. What took
when
you so
you-
long to get home?
So when you indulge into the physicality part and so much of doing things together, where do you feel a timeout needs to be called to at least address what's going on?
Immediately before it go too far. If you ever notice, like the women that go on their like celibacy journeys and stuff, those are the women who know that they get attached with sex. So that's why they go celibate and cut off sex.
That's some news for some guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Those are the women who know that they
I've
get
been
attached when they
celibate for
have
2
sex.
years.
But
that wasn't the reason why I went celibate though.
Hold up, but no, that's
Yeah.
she not saying
Yeah, she
that's
said
the
the reason.
reason.
Yeah.
No. Because see, a
Okay,
lot
but
of women,
repeat what you said.
you'll find they get celibate. They call themselves getting celibate right out of a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, you done been giving your thing a party all the time. They all say, "Oh, I ain't doing nothing."
But repeat what you said.
That most women, when they go celibate, that they go celibate because they know that they know that they catch feelings with when they have
But
sex.
that wasn't my reason though. That's what I was saying.
Oh.
For what she was saying,
What
that
was your
wasn't
reason?
the reason that I went celibate.
What was
I
your
went
reason?
because I came out of a toxic relationship and I need to define and find myself and work on me. And in the process of working on me, I can't be out here, with anybody else.
Would that pose as a distraction to you?
It's not a distraction, but it is in a sense. But how can you work on yourself and you have other energy and other things that I have to focus on? I don't want to focus on nobody but me. So that was my reason for going celibate for it wasn't because of the sexual attachment, because I don't think I catch feelings that easy like that. That's not the thing. That's not the thing that wow me. That it takes a whole lot of that to wow me. that don't impress me. I mean, and it could have came with my age and me growing, and but now that don't impress me.
What can I? So I guess you saying that. So to
Mhm,
both of you young queens, both of you queens.
mhm.
So you saying y'all could have a sexual thing with a person, but that don't mean there's nothing really to it for you and that person.
You can do it and go on about your business and not think
Mhm.
nothing
A
of
wham
it
bam,
no
thank
more.
you,
Like a guy
man.
can do, like men
Well,
can
I
do.
couldn't do
Well,
that
all men
before.
I
can't
mean,
do
well,
it
the
because I
majority
don't.
of
I
Now,
us.
don't do
I
it.
could not do that
Yeah, I
before
can't
I
do
went
that.
celibate and I started working
Yeah,
on
you can't
myself.
do that.
No.
Okay.
I couldn't do that before I went celibate and before I really started working on
But you got
me.
a wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah, but before then, yes, I think I could. I was doing that. I think a lot of women do that. But
I mean,
when
don't
you
speak for
start working
yourself.
on,
Let's not put all
Right.
the women.
well,
Let's
I'm
not.
just saying.
Let's
Yeah,
not put all
Stephanie,
the
hold on
women
for
in
the
it.
record.
Out of the
Stephanie
mud
not
is
going
not putting
down.
all the
I ain't
women
going
She
down
not
by
in
going
there.
by
We're
myself.
not
herself.
letting
She
you have
taking
that ride.
somebody with her. You
Yeah.
understand me? She gonna always take somebody with her.
I'm going
She
down.
ain't never gonna
Yeah,
speak about her.
because I don't just speak for me. I speak for
You can't.
other women.
You
That
know,
I'm
you
not saying
Okay.
all. I didn't say all women,
But I mean,
but
either.
they are
So are you
some.
talking about your
I'm not the
friends?
only one walking this walk like this. I can't be.
Remember that thing,
This is the United
accountability?
States of
Let's just deal
America.
with the
This is the
accountability
United States
of
of
our own
America,
actions.
and I'm okay with that. I have, and that's why I took the time out to be by myself, and it works. And but you have to really indulge in yourself.
okay,
Can
let
I
me
ask
ask you
you a
this:
quick personal
who
question?
had the most one night stands, men or women?
Men,
Both.
men,
I think
Both.
that's difficult to find out.
Both.
I
'Cause
mean,
men,
what would you say? Your best guess?
I would
Both.
say men.
You say
men,
men.
men, because
What'd you
women
say?
are
You
more.
say both.
I say
We
I
can,
mean,
both.
I know women go too now because the man gotta have somebody that they
yeah,
one night
to
with.
do it one
You know
night,
what I'm saying?
yeah. So
Right.
yeah.
You
women,
say what?
But no, I just feel like there's a more personable thing when it comes to women.
I think
Having a
men
man
go in
in or
it with the
her,
intention of
yeah.
making it a one night stand. Women don't go in it with the intention of
Thank
making it
you.
one night
There
stand.
you go.
They
Ring the
usually
bell.
always want more.
Ring the
I
bell.
beg to differ.
I'm not saying all women.
I need the
I know
blowhorn
I
on
some
that.
just
women.
beg to differ.
Some
I
women.
I
need the
feel it's
blowhorn.
both.
Yeah, I'm not
No,
saying it's all
but
women,
you're
but
absolutely
I think
right.
it's the majority of men because the
Yeah,
majority of men will
no,
go into it with
women just not
intentions that
out
it's a
here
one
just
night stand.
so can I
just
can I
doing their thing
can I
all the
throw something in
time.
there?
No, you get a
On the
yeast
low?
infection.
Can I
You
Okay.
throw
get all
something?
kinds of stuff. Ain't no woman trying to
Girl, they
get
got
no
my
I,
stat seven.
yeast
so
infection. And then after she get that, it's dry. Come on now,
They got
Can
y'all.
I
some
can I
KY. They
can
got
I
KY for
can I
dry.
ask you a
And
personal
then that
question?
gets sticky. Oh,
Well, I wouldn't
Can I,
know.
too much.
can I ask you one
We put
personal
this stuff
question,
all up
Winfrey?
in you.
Can I ask you one personal question?
What? I don't know if I'm gonna answer, but
You don't
you
have
can
to
ask.
answer it. You do not have to answer.
You can ask.
What's going on with you and that? You can't say that word, but you and the little knee high fella. What's going on with y'all?
Hey,
Is
nothing
that
yet.
okay to say, man?
The
the little person.
The little
the
person.
little person.
Yeah.
Mike, now you know I can't talk about the little
At
person.
the Dollar Tree. At the Dollar Tree.
If you know, you know.
I can't talk about the little person.
Okay, well, we'll leave it alone.
Little person might have big things.
Oh.
You never know.
Well, I know somebody ain't trying to practice celibacy for long. You know.
Hey,
Yeah.
and you never know. Hey, it's gonna have to stop in at some point.
Yeah, but it's just one of them things when just deal breakers and good qualities. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And I think that we should invest more on the good qualities. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then and if you bringing good qualities to the table, then that's what you should expect.
And I
But
think
if you
you
know,
said something good, Larry. You talked about learning each other.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think that is like the most
that's
powerful
instrumental.
thing that we could even talk about, because I think we have to learn each other to even make anything happen, to even recognize the red flags. You have to learn each other, talk to each other.
What do you two
Have
consider a good
conversation.
time frame
And I
of
tell you,
learning each other?
well, everything is different. It just depends on how fast you moving with it. If you're just talking every now and then, it might take a little longer. But if you having those conversations every day, then it's gonna happen faster.
I think having the hard conversations early on makes it easier
What's
to get
hard?
to
Yeah.
know.
Come on, let's role play. Give me a hard one.
Finances. That's a big one.
Well, look here.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something, woman. I just met you. Don't go to ask me about my money. But go ahead.
Oh,
we role play.
it was just a few dollars. Chill out.
Okay. Now putting it like that, I'm with that.
Now you know that
Now my few might not be your few. So
you know that Juice the Truth is an up and coming actress now, so you know she can
that's
do
why
that
I'm
role
trying.
playing real
That's
good.
why I'm trying. That's why I'm
What
giving
movie
the
you in?
character with her.
not a movie.
Oh, okay.
A
Because
skit.
I know they got one
No, it's movie.
that I
A
should be on.
series.
It's a series, which is a movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
Okay.
it. The money was it.
Hmm.
No, that's
What
not
else?
it.
What else?
As far as like expectations as to where the relationship is going, like where it's because I think people have different expectations of it.
Yeah.
Well, you taking me a little too fast. We just getting to know each other. Go ahead. Because you supposed to be telling me. You said when you were saying the serious part of the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm on this with you. So you telling me, and
Okay.
here's my response.
As soon as it start moving fast,
And I'm gonna tell you
you
right
start
now,
having sex.
if you let Winfrey in our business, we really can forget it.
We don't have no business.
I'm gonna be in the business. Mm-hmm.
So deal breakers. What
Yeah.
deals?
I think the learning is at since y'all mentioned that.
I think that
And
women
being
have to be more
intentional.
open to learning too. I've seen women that
And
like I said, they're in relationships with men that they don't even trust to lead, so they're not open to even learning.
That's failed mission already.
Right.
Yeah.
A lot of
I
them
was
don't
in a
even realize
relationship.
it though. They
Right.
don't even realize that they're in a relationship with men that they don't necessarily trust to lead them.
I remember
They
being in a
burning rubber.
relationship, and all I kept saying, get to know me, because once you get to know me, you'll figure out if you like me or even want to move forward with me. But you got to be open and willing to get to know me in my
And so
environment.
that brings
What I
us to
do.
courtship, right? So if
Yeah.
somebody, because that's during the time, generally when you get to know somebody, during the time when you courting them,
Mm-hmm.
So
what is
do you think
courting?
it's
what is courting? Because
they call it dating.
Some people gonna think you're talking about court.
They think about dating. About
I'm
dating
gonna bring a
these days.
dictionary to this show next time, Monday.
And bro, I'm gonna tell you the truth. She cut a friendship off with a guy because his hairpiece smelled bad.
Did you?
If I have a guy with a hairpiece on, listen, and now I'm gonna cut him off. I'm gonna cut his throat. Cause what is you doing? I'm like, cut his forehead.
In a lot of relationships these days, you see people they call it back in the day, they call it putting the carriage before the horse.
Yes,
You know
my
what I mean?
grandmama used to say
So,
that.
It's a lot of that going on because people go instead of
Moving
taking the
fast.
necessary steps, everything is microwave, everything is instant, instantly. Instant relationship.
Yeah.
I come by your house a couple times, we go out to eat, we do this, we do that. The next thing you know, we may, get to know each other on a deeper level. And then all of a sudden, that individual think y'all go together when ain't nobody even asked you to be my lady. You ain't asked me to be your man. You know what I'm saying? So, I think that it would be, to our advantage to slow down and look for the good qualities, look for the deal breakers before you even indulge in a deeper relationship with anyone.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And then here's another thing. These days, for real, what I actually see when I just sit back and I just be, looking and, paying attention from afar, from the sidelines or whatever. But it seemed like the women really don't have nothing to offer you other than some physical company. I mean, for real, that's the first thing they bring to you. That's the first thing they want you to see. That's the first thing they want, and then But after
Because of
that, you got
social
to know
media.
something. You got to be able to contribute. You got to be able to build. You got to be able to say, okay, well, I might can't go out in the world and make it happen like you can, but I can be right here and I can take care of this home. I can take care of the kids. I can take care of the house. I can do whatever I can do. I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Besides offer you, whatever when it's time. You feel what I'm saying?
So I got a question for you.
Yeah.
You have a daughter.
Yeah.
So how do, even with the little men that's coming along, how do we teach these qualities that is needed to have healthy relationships with partners as they grow up? How do we talk to them when they're young?
I would hope that I'm more so. She do ask questions, but I just try to lead by example. So I would hope that she would see me. You know what I'm saying? She gonna look for somebody like me.
Absolutely.
But I'm glad she know the newer version of me. Right. Because she'll know daddy teacher. Don't grab that dough. Don't you touch that dough when you with a man. She know which side of the street to walk on. If we cross the street, she knows she's supposed to be on the inside, away from the traffic. She know this. I done taught her this. You know what I'm saying? So things like that, that you have to instill in them at an early age, and then you build that foundation. You know what I mean? Or the things that the baby, things that you want. Like I say,
that was one thing when I mean to cut you
No,
off.
go ahead.
When I learned that, like the first guy that opened my car door for me to get in a car, that was now a requirement. Because I'm like, yo, that wasn't happening before. So now that it happened, it kind of made me feel more like a woman and in my feminine energy. So I'm like, okay, that's required now.
Absolutely.
So now I get turned off if men don't open my car.
It's certain. And this is, I think it's so important for men to be in their kids' life. And I'm not just talking about the girls' life. The boys need their fathers too.
Oh,
but fathers is so important with these kids. And
definitely agree.
I mean, I see the
very
difference.
important.
Yeah.
I see the difference. I have two daughters,
especially with the girls.
My oldest father was in her life. The youngest one wasn't, and I see the difference. It's a definite difference.
Yeah.
And shame on them that's not participating.
I mean, I have
to
take the blame for that as well. I can't be a hypocrite because once the relationships fail and people move on, some left the state or the city, so that put a degree of separation.
Absolutely.
On us. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
and
that bothers me. I'm not gonna lie. That really bothers me.
But the thing about it is,
that's I commend you, and that's a very good thing. You get an experience with your daughter as a father.
Yeah, for real. She my first girl, but you know what I'm saying. And I was like, because I remember my cousin, he gonna ask me, say, "Hey man, what would you do if Lena brought somebody home just like you?"
What would you do?
Huh?
What would you do?
I say, this is what I told him. I say, look, I say, all right. I say, well, you know me, man. I'm kind of silly, but I said, say they downstairs or whatever. I'm the type. If you say just like me, I say, look, I told him, I say, I come downstairs, be like, what y'all doing? Oh, y'all ain't doing nothing. Well, y'all ain't mind me sitting right here.
Oh my
I say,
goodness,
I didn't hold up.
Else.
I told him, I say, I tell the little fella, hey, look, guy, yeah, pleased to meet you, right? Give me your hand, Mike. I said, pleased to meet you. It ain't you. It's just me. I'm gonna smell your fingers and everything. Don't play with me.
Holy,
right?
Oh my God!
But let me ask all y'all a question.
You gonna be in the back seat going to the movies?
Pop up.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Yeah. Let me ask y'all all this question right here. If you was gonna get married, and say the woman you're gonna marry wear a wig, would you want to get married with the wig or with the wig on, or with the wig off?
It really wouldn't make no difference.
No difference.
For me, it wouldn't make no difference.
I'm a woman. It can go either way.
I ain't marrying the wig. I'm marrying the woman.
Could you picture her? She in shock over there. Could you picture her?
I cannot
is a real nutcase.
Believe that you even said that.
Okay, well, I mean,
so if a woman had a choice to go get married on her big day, all hit it or with a wig on, what you think she gonna choose?
No, I said, what would you think be okay if I didn't want them not to wear the wig?
I mean, if you saying if you don't want her to wear the wig, okay, that's different than her just choosing whether she want to do it or not.
Yeah,
but if that was
on how comfortable she is with herself, because at this point it don't When it comes to that, I think that she has to feel good in her feminine energy to show that. That has nothing to do with you. Even though that might be what you want, but there's no way in the world I could just be like, phew, because you like it. No, but I got to feel good on my big day, and I'm feeling like a
I think
bald-headed
that can
eagle.
go both ways, because I would, if he asked me that,
Would you
like,
do it?
because that's how he wants to marry, that's how he wants to see his wife when he married me. I might do it because I'm comfortable with wearing my real hair too.
Because that's what I'm gonna wake up to.
Yeah.
Like,
but not in front of everybody else though.
This is
You're
what I
not
do.
y'all gonna be in the house by yourself.
Like, listen what I do. Like, if I go around a female, and if it's one I feel we might go try to make some happen, I let all the hair grow on my face, and I let my bozo and Homie the Clown grow, and I let them see it because this is part of who I am. And I want you to get that picture of that, because this ain't what's gonna be always.
Yeah.
So see if you like the Homie the Clown look as well, because it's, a couple of them days I don't feel like it. This is what it is.
That goes both ways. Seeing a woman without her wig or her hair messed up, I walk around. Listen, if y'all would have seen me this weekend, y'all would have been like, "Who is that?" I didn't care this weekend. I didn't feel good. I was sick, so I walked around the house. My hair was a mess. My face was like had on whatever clothes, for 2 days. So,
and if you was at home with your man, that's okay because y'all together and but just being out in the public and you wanted that and you want to get bye.
Okay. I think women should feel comfortable without all of that too, though. Like if a woman don't feel comfortable walking outside without the makeup, without the hair, without
and I know women like that.
They trying to hide who they
more
are.
of an insecurity, self-insecurity
I would say that.
like she would project onto the man.
And
I think some women have got too comfortable with coming outside in pajamas and hair bonnets and house shoes and guys with flip flops. And I'm
like, you might as well just stay at home.
Yeah, for real. I can see if the house on fire or you know what I'm saying, or you got a serious emergency going on. You trying to hurry up and get to the hospital, and this is what you got. But to come outside knowing you finna go somewhere and got to be dressed like that,
now this true. This is what get me though. You got the women that will sit. I ain't coming outside in front of people with their bald head, but yet you come outside and show your ass when you're upset. Show your whole ass.
What? Wait a minute.
No different people. But go ahead, y'all.
Wait a minute.
No, y'all go ahead and skip that, but y'all go ahead.
Wait
a minute. We have 2 different conversations.
Can you back up? Can you back up on that conversation? What did you say?
Look, I'm drinking.
No, these examples.
I think it's important for a man before y'all that a man should definitely see a woman in her natural state,
right?
Without all that on, and then figure if he's still because women. We do. Get dressed every day. You got some women that don't walk out without makeup on every day,
and even in a relationship, you have women that be with their man, at their houses and stuff, and wrap their wigs up, they put, if they take it off, they don't want the natural beauty to show because they're not confident. They're not.
I had met a guy, and when I met him, I had the wig on, I had my makeup done and all that. And like the couple times that I seen him, the first few times, it was still like that. I still had my makeup, hair, and everything. And he said, like, I want to see how your real hair look. That was no problem. I went home. Next time he see me with my real hair. So it wasn't an issue because I felt comfortable either way. But
yeah, but as you get older, because you younger. Us women, we get thinner. Things we can't just.
Are y'all seeing these extreme makeovers?
Yes, we may not be able to put it up in a ponytail or slick it back. We got alopecia. You have a lot of, especially African American women, have a lot of the alopecia stuff and the thinning of the hair, and we don't feel comfortable like that, no matter what.
We don't want people throwing up.
Yeah, but
even when I got married, my husband didn't know.
He didn't know what? I need to see my expression, George. You can put me back up there. Yeah, all this other stuff. Hold on, I need to see that part because I'm like, huh? In my Scooby-Doo voice.
How my hair look. or you know.
Now see, that's bold because
Well,
I wouldn't have
you
went for that.
never know. You never.
He
I
wake
got to
up and
see.
think a stranger in the house.
No,
I
never
got to
knew.
see.
Call the
Never.
police.
Yeah.
And guess what? I dated him for almost 8 years.
Oh, you wrong for
Never,
that. You was
never,
wrong. You was wrong for
never
that.
saw, and he was like, whatever make you comfortable. It
Well,
was
he
okay
never
with
tell you
it.
told
You wasn't
you
comfortable in 8 years without him
I
seeing
just
exactly.
know, and I'm still no.
Without him seeing like your real hair
Nothing.
and that, really?
Oh,
Nothing.
that's crazy.
Nothing.
I mean, well, it's different. I'm not calling you
So you
crazy.
didn't feel
or-
comfortable
it's
enough to be
just-
yourself?
It's different. That's different.
Yeah, by myself.
Mm.
Mhm.
Wow. Well, at least you're being honest. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
for real.
Right.
Yeah,
Got
for
to
real. You
respect
got to
that.
respect the
Yeah.
honest part.
Yeah.
You know what
And
I mean?
I know,
think it's kind of different.
I know other people that's like that. I
You
do,
know?
and you know that's up there. And,
I think that's a deal breaker for me.
I
don't think that's a deal breaker for
Are
me.
you serious? Well,
If
I
I
can
can't
see,
see you and you want me to
Yeah.
think I know who you are, I don't
Right.
know who you are.
but you
Right.
wouldn't even know if that
If you
was
was
me.
at the
I don't know.
hospital, if you woke up at the hospital and they done took all your shit off, he don't even know how to come and say.
He'd walk
"That's
right
my
past
girl."
your bed, be
Well,
like,
I
"No,
don't
where
need
she
her.
at? She in a whole
That
other
ain't
room.
her.
I know this ain't her."
Hey, what kind of game y'all playing? That ain't her.
See what I'm saying? See, that's you creating
and,
an
that,
illusion.
and that's
See,
a deal breaker. Well, you got. I'm
that's
sure
what
I'm
you
not the only one
see.
that feel like that.
Well,
I'm
we
speaking
You
for
represent,
one.
but see,
If
I'm
I'm have the
always speaking
potential
for
of giving
women
you
that
half of
I have
anything that
to.
I earn if you leave me, I need to know what you look like.
Go to court and it ain't even her.
Like this is who, Your Honor. This is not who I married. I don't know who this person is.
No, that's not true. You gonna know who it is. Oh, you gonna know who it is. Trust and believe that.
It
You gonna know
sounds
who
like
it
her,
is.
Your Honor. It sounds like her, but
Woo.
it doesn't look like her.
well, that's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother story and a whole
Cameo.
other topic for
Mhm.
real.
And I don't know. I
They
don't
call
know
it
why
they
I
call
got
it
like that.
catfishing.
Well, here's a
I don't know
request that
why.
was made by Mike.
She's your first grade. Thanks a lot, son. I think I'm gonna go for her. She's a good kid, this girl. I don't know. I just met her yesterday, but I hope so. Here's what you do. Tomorrow you borrow my car. You don't let anybody go. It's all right. I'm gonna lend you my car. Once you make a good impression, you borrow my car, and then you give it the test. What, the Mario test? Mario's a fucking psycho. What do you listen to this kid for? You give her my test. You give her the door test. What's the door test? All right, listen to me. You pull her right where she is, right? Before you get out of the car, you lock both doors. Then you get out of the car, you walk over to her. You bring her over to the car. You take out the key, put it in the lock, open the door for her. Then you let her get in. Then you close the door for her. Then you walk around the back of the car and you look through the rear window. If she doesn't reach over, lift up that button for you so you can get in, dump her. Just like that? Listen to me, kid. If she doesn't reach over, lift up that button so you can get in. That means she's a selfish broad.
If she don't put that toilet seat down, I mean, lift that toilet seat back up.
Oh, I agree though.
My heart tells me to do. It's what matters. Find someone to pull into myself. I mean, hey, this could be one of the great ones. Bullshit, kid. The door test, that's what counts. You dump her fast.
Period.
She's selfish.
You Paula, where's your car? Give me the keys. Come on, we gotta go. Come
Let
on.
me see.
What are you talking about?
What's she gonna do?
We gotta get there.
You know she played on Belly too. DMX girl, Keisha.
See what I'm saying?
That's
A little consideration. You know what I'm
He knew
saying?
that's the one.
Yeah.
He knew she was a keeper. She ain't selfish.
Yeah.
I knew he was one of the
Yeah.
great ones.
And that and you ever been
Nobody-
you ever rode out of town? You and your partner, I didn't roll back and forth from Texas to Michigan, from Atlanta to here, from Ohio, all over. And when we ride and you go and stop and get something to eat, and you got your sandwich, he got his sandwich. I'm opening up the sandwich, making sure he can get his pop, take the straw, put the straw in there, and stuff like that. I was driving one time when it was my turn, got the food, and I'm sitting there thinking, okay, he gonna pull out the fries and the hamburger while I'm driving. So I'm driving. Just started eating.
He was
When
the
I
keeper.
got back to my destination,
Overlooked it.
I was so no, I didn't. I was so mad. I was done. I was completely
And you
done.
never dealt with him no more.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's what's up.
Now, can I do just a quick?
That's a turn off for me.
Let me just do a quick.
We're gonna summarize this on up.
Right, let me do a quick commercial on something on my life, right quick. Real estate. I had 3 of the beautifulest women you could have in your life. Each one, as I drove, fed me, done everything. My ungrateful ass messed them relationships up. So now the one that I sit and got in the car with, instead of feeding me, threw the motherfucking sandwich.
Oh my God! But do y'all do
Stick
that
with
though?
your women and appreciate
So
them.
so we're gonna end with the skit that Miss Erica or AKA Juice is in.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's it. Premiere,
Okay,
world
go ahead.
premiere, world premiere.
What they call it when you go to the screening?
What they call it? I guess it is.
We had to screen it.
Can you make it bigger?
This my drug dealer outfit. We dope boys, nigga. Well, plus be covering your identity. That big ass Jackson 5 nose sticking out the fucking ski mask, man. Cover it up. Now we finna get this money. Yeah, we finna get this money. Go on, all right? All right, this my new play. Don't come over here talking. Y'all gonna be so proud of us. We might get a promotion. What's up, baby? You cool? It's cold out here. It's cold out here. Wait a minute, god damn! You be smoking dope? Shut your ass up. Hey, listen, opportunity on the floor if you want to fuck for it. I'm sorry. You think I'm gonna fuck you? I'm sorry. They crazy. I'm trying to tell you, she ain't confident enough, so you know what I'm saying? What y'all got? We got ounces, we got pounds, we got kilos.
He tell-
What you know? No, we don't got all that.
Right.
We don't got none of that.
Right.
This is my first day. Detectives!
Two dummies. What the police say? Y'all supposed to have the police come.
You don't hear the siren?
Yeah.
No resistance.
At all.
I'd have been running down the street.
Who was that? Who was that?
You better not say shit, bro. Hey, hold up. Hey, where I taking that crab boy? Crab boy, they sell nothing. Y'all see niggas like that for information? My uncle used to niggas in Chicago. He used to for Italian beef and pork. Look, hey, bro, listen. You my nigga, but it's after 5 and I ain't 8. I might have to cooperate for a plate. First off, way too fucking rough. Little fat boy. You can't talk to me like that. You supposed to be professional. You don't let me know your ass. No. Now you a little bit too rough. Shut up. Too many push-ups, ma'am. When you with the last cop that arrested us? Hey, I ain't saying I'm finna tell, but I'm finna get a plate. You would think a nigga named Cheeks, get you understand. My nigga, you bet the fuck not, nigga. So you gonna tell over a crab boy and my nigga Old Bay seasoning? You gonna tell over some Old Bay seasoning? Lady, this one. You know I know Neely, right? Hey, give me one of them crab boys. You know I know the lady, right? Make mine slow. I ain't gonna leave her wrong. Give him extra sauce, too. This bad ass ain't getting shit.
Oh, you did that. Y'all did that.
Okay,
That was
then.
good.
All right,
Y'all
then.
did that.
And you did that, George?
RJ Leary wrote and directed it.
I mean, but you were the cameraman?
I just held the camera. That's all.
Oh, give yourself kudos for that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, give yourself
Oh, let's
kudos
say,
for that.
did we close it out?
No, we still here.
Yeah. Man, George got us
Yeah, we
all over
still
the
on.
world.
Yeah, we
man.
still on.
Yeah, but let's show us so I can, wrap
Yeah.
this thing on up.
We get ready to wrap it on
right
up.
there. They still listen. They saw you the whole time.
Okay. Yeah, we wrap it
That
on
would
up.
have showed been
All
some
our
news I
times.
can use. I'm making all these faces and stuff. You know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that was very nice. That was nice. Y'all make sure y'all check that out. Where can that be found at? Is it out yet?
Yes.
Oh, it's
on
already
Out
out.
of the
Okay.
Mud INC.
Yeah.
RJ Leary has it on his page, and Georgia
What is
Friendly Second have it on mine.
What is it called? What is it called?
Somewhere in Flint.
Okay.
Episode.
That was the first
1.
episode. I might have to get in one of them joints.
You're not
Yeah,
on the
let
mic,
me
man.
know when y'all need an old lady. An older lady.
Yeah.
I play the old lady. But I got to be the gangster granny. Now I got to come in
Now
now.
you want to rewrite the man.
Yeah,
So-
She
if-
wrote her
I wanna
own
be-
script.
If you want to be a part of
herself,
it,
yeah.
if you want to be a part of it, you
I
have to
wanna
get
be-
with RJ Leary.
I
Here's
know,
RJ Leary.
I want to be the gangster granny.
Well, look here. What we gonna do?
I want to be the mama of the dope dealers.
Yeah. Well, what we gonna? Yeah.
She want to take over the man and rewrite his whole hook up.
No, I don't.
RJ done wrote a masterpiece, and now she just want to
just
write her own
throw
hook
in an
up.
old lady, the gangster granny. Yeah.
So it's gonna be an ongoing series.
You ain't talking.
I'm sorry. I'm talking to her. I ain't talking to people.
Well, then put it out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an ongoing series, so we gonna have different episodes and incorporate different people around Flint.
Okay.
Y'all need some real people. Let me know. I just can't
Yeah,
play no police. That's all.
Oh, you probably be a good police.
Who?
You.
Oh, I'd be too hard on you.
Yeah, but that's what they need.
No.
Yeah, you be a good police. Or a detective. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Unless you want to be
Yep.
Shaft.
Somewhere in Flint.
I just want
RJ
to-
Leary,
Yeah.
Out of the Mud original.
Yeah, but I just want to part RJ where once you get arrested, let them be done arrest me too, but for something different. I got caught picking a prostitute up. Every Saturday. Every Saturday.
You say that?
Okay, we don't want to give it up. We don't want to give it up.
Yeah, but every Saturday, that's me.
But, you know,
And let's give a
send shout
hand
out. Let's give our-
to Miss Erica. This was
let's
your
give a-
debut, right?
Oh, your debut? Okay, all right. That's what's up. You keep calling her by name. Yeah, come on, man. You on the air. You know, she might not
I
want
don't even know
everybody knowing
who's
her,
Erica. Miss Juice the Truth.
Okay, right. But nevertheless, okay, so you know, it's been a very nice show. You know, it's been a pleasure to have you ladies once again. You know what I mean? Share your views and opinions. You know what I mean? It's all appreciated.
Absolutely.
And,
I enjoy being here.
Yeah. I want to
Good
send a shout out
conversation.
to MUA Jock, you know, for your cosmetic needs. You know, the women, you know what I mean? They can relate to that a little bit more than, you know, us men. You know.
It's like makeupismylife.com.
Yeah, at makeupismylife.com.
Yeah.
Like send a shout out to the greatest Mayfield, James Mayfield. And also want to send a shout out to brother George F. Grundy II.
Absolutely.
You know,
Assalamu alaikum.
look him how you
Alaikum
like.
salam.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yeah. But you know.
Shout out to Philip Lovin for my northern jacket.
Oh yeah. Shout out to
I'm
Philip.
getting one of those.
Yeah, that's what's happening. He got the
I want you to give
the
me
Flint
information.
series,
I
Flint
got
High
to have
School jackets. You understand me? And I
Yeah.
want to send a shout
Them the
out
back of them
to
old school jackets.
yeah, I want to send another shout out to brother Money Mike. You know what I mean? You know, always here, always. You know, in the cut. You know, bubbling like some peroxide.
That's right.
But yeah, Miss Stephanie and Miss Juice the Truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And,
Brother RJ, send a shout out to him.
Mhm.
Make sure y'all check his shows out. Oh, and I gotta send a special shout out to Miss Terry Lisa. You know,
Absolutely.
yeah. Shout out to Terry Lisa.
Yes.
You know,
Red alert,
Red
red,
red
alert.
alert, red alert.
And I want to send a
Yeah.
shout out to all the prostitutes all over Flint. Stay warm. I can
Tell them
only
what you
fit-
riding in, Mike,
I
so
can
they know.
only fit two at a time in the car, but I would like to keep all y'all warm and safe.
Tell them what you riding in now, so they can flag you
Oh,
down.
they already know me.
Oh, okay, then.
They know all
They
six
know that
cars.
color. They know that
They
color.
know all six cars.
Yeah, the Money Mike Blue. You did.
Oh my God. What
But,
you say? Stay warm, Mike.
But yeah, we're gonna catch y'all next week. You know what I mean? And until then, you know, be safe, stay warm, and stay out the way. Matter of fact, that's the only way you're gonna stay.
Out the way.
Yeah.